Good evening, everybody. It's RT here. Got my lights set to Netflix and chill because it's late. And as you can see, I got some Blockparty swag. I am not a paid shill. They gave it away. I keep pointing at the mic like the mic is talking or the camera, but it's not. But they gave away some of this swag at their AMA a few weeks ago, and since it's the Blockparty fork stream, what better way to show that? Bam! And I am going to give away a t-shirt, hat, and some of these, I don't have them with me, but these nice little, what do you call them? Like little portable batteries. Battery bank, whatever you call those. Got like a couple of those. So we'll start giving those away during our Thursday night live streams with Cheesy Boy. Tonight, I want to talk to you guys about the BOXX and Blockparty's hard fork, and just some interesting things I found out or looked at tonight on the Bitcoin chart, what I'm looking at, and talk a little bit of trades, this and that. So before I do that, let me just make sure we are up and flying on YouTube. Yeah, looks like we are. Ooh. All right, and somebody's even live here. That's my buddy, actually. Okay, so that's good. All right, so first things first, let's get a little screen share up, and I'll take you back and talk a little bit about what the heck's going on tonight, because it starts or happens, the snapshot happens at 10:59, and it's kind of a unique fork. It's not, you know, your Bcash, Bitcoin Diamond, Constantinople. It's a totally sort of unique one, and I want to talk to you about it because regardless of how tonight goes, this particular trade made my month. And that's, you know, it's this kind of stuff that I look for in the market. You know, technical analysis is sort of new to me in the sense that, like, you know, maybe I've been in the market 2.5 years and I'm really only focused on technical analysis maybe for the last 6 months, well, 8 to 10 months. So, you know, and I think of being good at something as being like, you know, 10,000 hours. That expert level, and I'm not even close. So for TA, I am accepting student status. But for FA and sort of picking out how to make sort of gains in the market, but well before I learned about TA, I was figuring out how to do that through things like basically asking myself, there's a speculative market, there's no real value, it's all based on what people agree on, and so what are certain events that could happen that would make people agree that the thing that you just bought will someday be worth more, maybe like next week or next month. Forks are a big one. ICO hype, you know, I love that hype train, made a killer off that. So anyways, this fork was like old school, man. It's been a lot of fun kind of posting about it and reading about it and following it because it makes me feel like I'm in 2017. And let me post this. So post that article here. This is sort of the article explaining what Genius Protocol is. So this fork is the Blockparty executives realizing that they had a protocol that was original, was strong, was excellent. They were getting a lot of interest from, you know, major players in the ticketing industry, which is what Blockparty is all about, for those of you who don't know. And they're all interested in this protocol, and they thought, well, this protocol is designed for the you know, seamless, fast, secure transfer of non-fungible assets. In other words, and this is explained in the article, I'm not an expert on fungibility, but basically a non-fungible asset is like a unique thing that can't just be swapped with another, you know, exact thing. For example, a US dollar is fungible. I can take any one US dollar and trade it to somebody else for any other one US dollar, and nobody's at a loss. They're both the same. Whereas a non-fungible asset might be, what's the example they use? Like, you know, like a house, maybe, for example, right? Every one house is not necessarily exchangeable for every other one house. So That's, obviously in ticketing, that's a huge thing, right? If you have front row seats and I got nosebleeds, we're not swapping out without, a couple of favors in between. So they've come up with this protocol that does that. And they're like, wow, complex markets, that's a huge thing. We should use this there. We could be applying this protocol there. So they are forking to create this new project or company that is going to focus on complex markets, and it's going to use the same protocol. So instead of writing it from scratch, starting again, they're like, we're just going to fork it. So they're going to use the protocol over there. So Blockparty will still be a thing. BOXX tokens will still be a thing. Nothing's changing. But they're taking this opportunity to reward BOXX holders because we've been through a lot. If you guys were back in the ICO last spring, I don't even think it was an ICO. It was kind of a private round thing that me and some other buddies managed to get in on. And it kind of just dumped and never came back because it launched in like June 2018. I managed to get half my bag out like right after launch at a small loss, thinking I was a sucker for selling at a loss. And then turns out that bag is now down like 85% had I not sold it. So I'm happy with that. Still got a little bag. And in what is it? 29, 39, 40, 59. In about half an hour, we are going to see every single BOXX token in wallet. If it's in the snapshot, you will get 3 XGR tokens for every 1 BOXX you hold. So the question is XGR going to be worth anything? It won't be unlocked for a year. There's very little known about the project, but I am bullish on it, simply because, as is outlined in this article, I mean, they've already brought in, what does it say here? Let me just get a screen share up here so you don't have to look at this old mug all day. Screen share, application window. Boom. All right, let's take a look. So, God, I should have done this the whole time. For the visual learners, here's a little description about the non-fungible stuff. Yeah, let's give a little action here in the YouTube channel. Let's see, feels like New Year's Eve. Yeah. I kind of feel excited simply because, trading in markets is all about predicting the next thing that's going to happen, right? Taking the past, using it to apply it to what you think might happen in the future, and then managing risk. So if you're wrong 33% of the time, you can still make some money. I feel like, and it's such a weird thing to say, this is a great time to point out that none of this is financial advice. Same old disclaimer as every other video, but I should say it real quick. It's written here. I'm just going to fire it off. Information provided by Bitcoin Bravado and accompanying material is for informational purposes only and should not be used as a basis for any investment or other purposes. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. The information is governed by our terms of use. You should read them. I'm stopping there. Y'all know what it is. I'm not your financial advisor. Don't follow this. But I'm also not telling you to buy anything, so whatever. Okay. If our job is to know what's coming and then to try and make money off of that thing that's coming, then forks, have served one of the most powerful and predictable sort of trade scenarios that I'd say we've seen in a long time. There's always little phases, right? Like, Ethereum obviously kicked off the massive bull run in 2017, arguably. And then, Neo was like, oh, Chinese Ethereum. Yeah, well, Ethereum's here and Neo's only there. So like, right? And then everything was based on Ethereum. And it's like, well, if Ethereum's that and this is that, then this should be worth at least that. And then the term of undervalued. And then you realize, oh God, this entire ecosystem is based on the valuation of Ethereum, which was pumped up by ICOs. In 2018, it was like, wah, wah. But through all that, we got the Bcash fork, then we had the Bitcoin Diamond, and we had Bitcoin Gold, and we had all these different things. And each time somebody was there saying, I'm going to get these free tokens, and then I'm going to go and dump all that stuff I had to hold on to get the free tokens. So for tonight, what do I expect? Well, let's take a look. As you can see, I've got all kinds of alerts, and I expect a number of them to trigger in the next hour. And that's exciting when, to me as a trader in the markets, you know, when you know what something's going to happen, and I mean, hey, if I'm wrong and it's like, woohoo, or doesn't move at all, cool. I'll explain later why I don't care if that's the case. Trade is essentially done for me, but I have a chance to kind of do something, a new trade in a way here. So anyways, let's take a look at Blockparty. Here's the one that I got marked up. Don't need the Tango. VPVR can stay. And don't really care about OBV. Okay. So let's go back a little bit. This is where it was originally sort of talked about, okay? This is probably like, not insider trading, but, you know, people that knew maybe about the fork before, they talked about it. Then they talked about it. This is actually, you know, a group of us after the AMA were like, oh my God, XGR, I'm so excited. I mean, this was like 0.3 Bitcoin between like probably, I don't know, 5-10 people. Like the volume was so low. It was like 0.8 Bitcoin. So we each bought a little, and this is my rule. I don't really FOMO in here, but the play was strong enough that I was not willing to miss out just to wait for like, you know, 20% or whatever that is. That's not even, that's like 5%. I was not willing to miss out on what I saw as potential, you know, 100%, 200%. You know, I'm not missing out on that just for this. So I did. I FOMO'd in a little here, but maybe 20, 25% of what I wanted to get right in right away. Now I can relax. I'm like, okay, I'm on board. Emotions are settled. Let's do it. Set my bids. Boom, hit, boom, hit, boom, bids hit, bids hit. Somebody came along, FOMO'd a bit, came back down, another bid hit. And then right here, there was like a big sell order just chilling, and I couldn't resist. Not big, like, well, but like, you know, it was, I don't know, over 10,000 bucks, maybe a little more. And given the volume, that was pretty big at the time. No need for specifics. So I bought it, and I'm really glad I did, because, you know, a couple days later, bing, 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 bing. And then this was the long weekend a few weekends ago. And thank God, you got to have bids working, asks working. You got to have your orders working in this market, because back down. And this yellow line is right where I had my big sell. And the reason I had the sell, and I'll tell you why I put it there, because if you zoom out, that was a great little historical SR spot. Let's see. God, I thought I was on the 4 hour. That's why. Okay, so if you see right here, you know, there was a pivot in the market there. That's a great spot to draw out of a little support resistance line. And as you can see, you know, we got held up there pretty well. Never perfect, but, well, sometimes perfect. And I think I also had this drawn out just as a retracement to the upside. Yeah, and look at that. And it's it actually went perfectly to the 0.5 retrace, which is a GAN level, which is coming up in my course that I'm taking. So I don't know what that means, but I know that's a GAN level. And GAN is one of the big 5 market wizards of all time kind of guys. So there you go. Anyway, so that, yeah, perfect touch on the 0.5. Nice little sell order on the SR level here, support and resistance. Ooh, what's going on here? Okay, so yeah, so I mean, I had alerts. I was up at, you know, family weekend kind of jam thing. You could have gone VPVR and thought maybe you're going all the way up there, but really glad I didn't, because it would have missed. So here was the plan all along, and this is sort of to the point now before I get right into the fork, because it is coming in about 16 minutes, and live on the air here, I am going to be, you know, might get wrecked. I really got to focus, because I'm going to be sending my actual half bag. Okay, so here's how I'm playing it. Half of what I own now in BOXX is from the ICO. It's that bag that I had left over. I'm not touching it. I'm not going to try to dump it. I'm not going to try to play it. There's a big announcement coming up soon, and it's like a 1.2 mil market cap. So like I've decided I'm keeping it. You know, I didn't hold it this long to, you know, get wrecked out here before they talk. I'll tell you what that announcement is in a second. It's pretty big, so I'm going to hold it. But the trade stack that I've been playing with for this month, I mean, that's gone. I'm dumping it. And here's why I'm not too worried, why I can relax, why I decided to live stream it. I'm not too stressed about it, because here's the plan. So you buy a bag, you sell half of it when the price doubles, okay? I mean, this is not an original thought. It's been coined in TRI. It's actually one, I actually, in 2017, I came up with something similar, which was buy 3 times the amount of something you want and then like sell 2/3 when it goes up 50%, blah, blah, blah. It was like more complicated, but basically it's about generating a free position. So you take back what you put in and you still have some left over and it's like risk-free, get it going. So that's what I did here. Sold about 60% of it up here because it wasn't quite 100% gainer. And as you saw from here, I didn't feel comfortable waiting for the 100% just in case. And again, glad I didn't. I think it was up here, it was 100%. So sold 60% at around 88% gain, free bag now. So what, if this dumps like crazy, I break even. If I get out with some profit, you know, it's all sort of icing on the cake. And if that XGR token comes out in a year, I mean, it's going to come out before that, but these airdrop tokens will be unlocked in a year. If they're worth anything, 100% profit, right? So, and there's some speculation that they might be worth or being sold at somewhere even north of 50 cents, which, you know, hey, you get 5,000 bucks, you get 15,000 XGR, 15, that's 7,500. I mean, this could be a great hookup they're giving to their community, because if you read that article I posted, I mean, complex markets are massive, massive. And they're not just making this and saying, oh, I hope somebody wants it. I mean, it says right in here, I haven't read it in like a month now since it came out, but it says right in here that they, you know, they're getting interest. Hard fork ecosystem growth. Yes. Okay. Genius has secured indicative agreements of $6 million in revenue, or for $6 million in revenue, to build 3 marketplaces on its protocol in partnership with several marketplace organizers. So energy distribution, OTC cryptocurrency, and real estate. And also there are people in the space who are saying, hey, we want your protocol. Will you build this project? We will fund it. We will, you know, pay. That's my interpretation anyways. 6 million in revenue. Does that mean? Oh, no. So that's, yeah, 6 million in revenue saying, you know, we'll provide you with $6 million of sales of your shit if you build it. If you build it, they will come. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm excited about XGR. I mean, God, don't go buy this right now. You know, this trade is in the past, but what if this was an amazing deal just to buy here, you know, and that fork is in 21 minutes? Like, do not, because long term, you know, buying into this kind of crap is just a terrible idea. But like at these levels with no exit, no entrance, no, the play is gone. But what are these tokens, like 6 cents right now? This XGR thing may be, you know, selling for $1, do its private equity round in 6 months. Like, I don't know. It's exciting. You may notice Blockparty hasn't talked about it at all. They haven't tweeted it. They've mentioned it in the private Telegram, or sorry, public Telegram. They've had an AMA mentioning it, but they are not, you know, they're super like US-based regulatory, rah. So they're not talking about it at all. But that doesn't mean it's not cool. It doesn't mean it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean it's not going to be huge. I think it will be. I think, oh, you know what? I don't. I think it might be. And now it's, you know, a risk-free way to check it out. So here we go. Cheese is talking. What do we got? Long at 13.35. Okay. Cheesy, baby. Let me take a look at what you're talking about. See if I can find what you are on about. 13.35. Huh, look at that. Right on my 786. That is where I would long. He's so sweet. Finding my levels. I'll tell you what. 13.36. Oh, and isn't that sweet? Oh, no, it's not quite. I got the magnet on. It's pissing me off. 12.84. Okay, I was going to say, did he just pick this nice pivot? Not quite, but I got to turn my magnet off. It's basically right here. Yeah. I mean, hey, yeah. So, I mean, okay. Like, should I dump my whole bag? Let's go through the scenarios. And here's the thing I'm concerned about. Blockparty has confirmed that they are finalizing an exclusive partnership with a major league sports team. Now, I heard that and I was like, it's going to be lacrosse, you know, like what is major league? How big could it really be? It's not the Yankees. You know, what's the big deal? Well, I have confirmed sort of through the grapevine that it is a Big Four league team. Okay, so like baseball, hockey, basketball, football. It is a team from those four. I do know the team allegedly, but I will not share because that would air out my source, which would air out his source, and I don't really want to get anyone. I don't know. I just don't know. So I'm going to leave it alone, but I will tell you this. It is bullish. I mean, really, right? Is there any team in the major four leagues that would not be bullish for a ticketing protocol that is up against Tix, who I believe just got delisted from Bittrex for being trash, and Get Protocol, which is over in Netherlands. And I mean, I don't know what they've been doing, but the marketplace is obviously different and smaller. Blockparty has sold 500,000 tickets in 2019 alone. 500,000. Their goal for the year is 1 million, and it's not even March yet. So, I mean, they're doing well. They're already making revenue. They are, you know, doing a lot of parties in New York. So, you know, like not massive events yet, but that's sort of, to me, is a stress test. My interpretation as a stress test on sort of their system. Things are going well. And what, they're about to come out and announce this partnership with a major league sports team? Or is it going to be rah, rah, rah? They're going to, you know, do every single ticket for, no. But I imagine it would be some kind of sample test pilot program, you know, have like one game night where 50% of tickets are sold through Blockparty or something. Who knows? But it is a huge step. And I don't want, after holding this bag through like an 85% drop, I'm not about to like sell it into this speculative fork thing. You know, and God, like imagine I just get left behind. I doubt it. I bet I could sell it here and buy it back, and I'm going to do that with my trade stack, but I'm not touching that bag. You crazy? I want to go to sleep tonight. So that's why I decided I'm going to just, like, the bag was the bag was the bag. It's not even on my port anymore. I forgot about it. I was sad about it. I'm not selling it. I'm not touching it. So, but the trade thing, you know, I've got my Mew wallet up. So this snapshot takes place at 10:59 my time, which is in, what is it, 43, 16 minutes. 16 minutes, there will be a snapshot. Now, here's the other thing. Is it automated? You know, right on the second that that minute starts, is it done? Or does it take a minute? Does it take 10 seconds? Do they do it halfway through the minute? I don't know. And how funny would that be to race to get it back onto Bittrex, just to dump it, and then find out in a year or whenever they deliver the tokens that you weren't even there for the friggin' snapshot. So, yeah, another reason why I'm just leaving that bag where it is. I want to guarantee that it's just there when the sports team comes out, and over the next year I think they'll grow. Also want to guarantee I get that snapshot. And this other little play bag, you know, is free at this point, so we'll see. I'm just going to race to get it back, and if it hasn't already dumped insanely, I will dump it. And I'm going to set some really stinky bids. We got Cheese here posting some nice charts, so let's see. Get him in here. Okay, now that's what Cheese is posting. What has he got? BOXX. Yeah, I mean, that's right back where I got in. And yeah, it'd be sick to like buy, sell high, buy low, you know, get that whole, but I got my sights set a little lower, to be honest. One of my buddies who is here in the YouTube chat actually found out, I don't know how, but he's been tracking wallets and all over this thing, and something like, maybe he could repeat it now, something like 1 million BOXX was moved off of Bittrex like in the last day. 1 million of these tokens, which is like what, 10 Bitcoin. So it's not like millions of dollars, but it's a lot of BOXX, and it could dump this price nicely if, you know, presumably they were moved off today So that's fork related. So after the snapshot, you can imagine, even holders on nights like tonight are looking to dump and buy cheaper. Not everyone. A lot of people are just enjoying the free ride and saying, hey, XGI is sweet, I'll keep holding. But you'd be naive to think that this thing won't dump. And I don't think in terms of certainties, but I'm going to give it a 98% probability that this level is going to break in the next 45 minutes. And that's exciting. As a trader, we sit here all day trying to predict shit. And with this kind of FA, because it's not real, you guys could start a drinking game right now. I know it's late at night. Every time I use these cheesy little quotation marks, knock one back. I'll have you wasted in about an hour, okay? That's exciting. When you trade all day and you're sitting here trying to guess, trying to make money off guessing, predicting, analyzing, managing risk, analyzing. And then, so that's why I like FA. I know Cheese doesn't like FA. We disagree on that. It's fun. When NFL. Too bad we can't trade 1 minute charts in crypto. Ooh, can't we though? Oh God, ew. Get that Forex. How dare you just have me post a Forex chart? Oh, I just lose my lunch. Oh, you jerk. You know how I hate Forex. I don't know anything about it, to be honest. I just can't be bothered. All right. All right, let's do a quickie. I just might have noticed something. Yeah, as I suspected, we've got, oh, no, never mind. I mean, just wondering if we're seeing a little bit of, some bearish divergence would be interesting here. It's such a low volume coin. I don't really, don't. Like I said, this play is not about finding market structure and divergence. It's really based on this fork, which is in 12 minutes. I should gather my thoughts. Am I ready? Okay. So I've got my hardware wallet. I've got my Mew. I'm going to have to prep my Bittrex address and all that crap. And then on the maybe 3 seconds, should I give it 3 seconds? What do you think? 5 seconds after the minute? How long does it take to snapshot? Somebody. Anyone? Let's get a vote. I'm indecisive. All right, probably like 3-4 seconds. Because if you're racing to dump, you got to imagine a lot of people are, and every second is a thing. Wait, this thing is getting what? Wait, this thing is getting ready to dump? Yeah. Yeah, what do you mean, dude? We're here. Snapshot at 59. So yeah, wherever you are in the world, the snapshot that a lot of this price action, I would presume, was leading up to. Now imagine, this is the funny thing. What if all this is like insiders buying this Major League Sports announcement, right? I mean, it's possible. It's improbable. I think that this isn't going to dump on the fork, but it might not. And that's, again, going back to why I'm holding the bag that I've been holding for friggin' 12 months. Might as well. Then I cannot care too much what's going to happen there. All right. Levels. Levels. Okay, first of all, stop it. Stop it. Get out. All right. We have not seen prices go below 1,000 satoshis. I don't know why Yoshi voice just came out there, but okay. Satoshi Yoshi. Yeah, let's take a look at the old BOXX. Just trying to like, yeah, okay. All right, it is, yeah, it's logged in as me, whatever. Okay, let's go see the order book because, well, I don't always, rarely use order books to like make decisions. I am curious to know if this massive bid is still in at 1K sat because I plan to set a lot of stinky bids way below that. Yeah, here it is. See that? So we've got like 1 million here. Basically 950,000 right at 1K sat. So assuming that's real, which I wouldn't, then here's our support, like massive support. And there's not really enough BOXX in play to break that. So, you know, if a massive dump ensues, then, you know, maybe they'll move it. That would be real cheeky. And then let's see, look out below, right? Yeah, not much. I mean, what, 11.5, 11.6, all the way to the bottom, 11.6. There's nothing below this. This is like market maker being lazy, just like, yeah, we're just going to keep up this market right here with about 11 Bitcoins. So, okay, thinking in terms of possibilities and probabilities. I'm going to say that it's possible that that's real and that they want to fill all that. I will say it's improbable that it gets filled. So it's improbable that anything below this would get filled. Put on the 1 minute chart at 57. Yeah, that's a good idea. So we're going to check the 1 minute chart at 57. Speaking of which, it is 51. So I'm going to just ignore this live stream for a sec so I don't F up my whole situation here. I've got to focus and get my hardware wallet and all this crap set up. So bear with me here. Oh, that moment when you haven't touched your hardware wallet in like a year and you kind of forget your PIN. Hardware. New Mew is sexy. It's cute. It's kind of weird, but it's definitely less dusty, man. The last one was dusty as look. Accept terms every time you open your wallet. That's cute. All right. Set up my values. Top value. Box. Deposit. Uh-oh. I hate this. It's always so sketchy when you generate a new wallet address. It's like, add that to the things to worry about for 4 minutes while it transfers. Hasn't failed me yet, but God, doesn't it feel like it might someday? Especially on fork day. All right, 7E8B. Don't worry, that's not a code. It's just the end of my public address. 78B. 78B. It's probably good. All right, and the amount? Entire balance. Oh, that's not the right asset. BOXX. Entire balance minus. What I want to keep. Oh, crap. 14. Okay. Send transaction. Now watch. My friggin' thing is probably going to reset in the 6 minutes before this all goes down. Damn it. All right. Well, it's semi-ready. I'll double check it before. Might have to redo all that. But okay, so I will send it. It will go. We can go and watch the confirmations and sweat and sweat. It kind of means I might air out the amount that I have. It's nothing crazy. Please don't be a hacker and just steal my hard-earned shit. It's not even worth it. But, and then what? I got to set up some rules here. And this is the key, right? Play from a position of strength. Come into this situation with a free bag. So you're not like panicking and emotional, right? So I'm going to set some rules. Where is the point at which I will not dump below? You know, first of all, where do I think I can get it back? Because that's really what I'm trying to do with this bag. I have some bids set to grab stink, and I would like to sell this at a profit and make money on that switch. And then hold probably those stinky bids until the sports team announcement and likely beyond if it's still bullish. But that's a whole other day and a whole other story. So, okay, Mew, fiat withdrawals now. I heard, yeah, right. Jeez, baby, you kill me. Oh, where's YouTube? Oh, hello. Forkalicious. All right, we're good. So, yeah, what do you think? 1336? It's not a bad level. I mean, hey, it's bottom of the RLZ, confluent with Cheese's support resistance, which I see very nicely there. Okay, let's do it. So I'll go in here. What was it? 1336. In quantity, good. No, try again. All right, 1336. Let's say, okay, guys, full disclosure, 15,000 of these that I'm playing with tonight. So if I'm selling, I'm going to have that bid set so that, see, so that's 20. And at this price, let's say if I was selling, wow, look at these big bids. Oh, wait, that's level 2. No kidding. Okay. Yeah, no, not too many big ones up here. So let's say like what, 15,000. It's a decent little bit. No, it's actually not that great, but hey, money, money, money. Yeah, 0.05 Bitcoin. What is that 20%? It's not too bad. So it's about trying to use events like this, TA, FA, blah, 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 to predict where the price will go and then make some goddamn bank off it. Let's see if it works. It might not. By the time my shit arrives, it may have dumped and past my point of no return. I don't really want to touch my stack if I'm selling it. God, even below there. Again, because this bottom line is not as sexy anymore. You know, I was having dreams of like stink bids in the 600s, 700s, 200, low liquidity, low volume, but this super mill wall, you know what? I'm just gonna maybe like, if it moves and I didn't have a bid there, how stupid. So I'm gonna make a bid, a stanky one around like 700. Okay, 530. 530. All right, I'm doing it. I can always delete it later. It doesn't have to hit. Look at that. It's 0.07 for the same amount. Let's do it. Ooh, if that hit, let's make it juicier. Just so it will definitely not hit. All right, we got the stank tank in. Now, let's play proper. Jesus, 2 minutes. Okay, focus, sweating. 1336. Can't miss that or cheese will yell at me. 1336, because I do agree. This is a good place for a quick buyback. I don't want to go full buyback though, because it dumps right through me. You know? We're gonna go 5. That's a third. That is 1/3 of what I'm looking to get back off this sell. 58. Okay, it's time to go. Okay, ledger's still unlocked. 58. Should we get a clock up? We're on the clock. Okay, 16 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Some music? Time would not be suitable. Yeah. All right, let's go, baby. There it is. Sending. Sending. Oh. Yeah, a little delay here in the ledger. Nice. Good piece of shit. Yeah, oh well, that's exciting. Come online and watch RT get wrecked. There we go. 78B, send. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'm writing in my journal. Don't get your ledger ready until 2 minutes before instead of 7. Maybe don't live stream the whole thing either. Just kidding. Like I said, this play was already done for me, so I thought I'll turn it into a little fun and some educational experience. Maybe. We are heading in. I'm not going to check my wallets on there, but I will here. Let's see. Pending deposits. Nothing. That's good. Because if I don't get it, nobody else does. All right, well, let's get on to that 1 minute, baby. Not on that chart. It's too nice. All right. So you can assume that the snapshot is done. And there's about 1 million BOXX flying over through interspace, interweb space, flying into the Bitcoin wallets. That would be so funny if they were just like, wallet in maintenance. Still nothing. Let's go see the blockchain. What an epic song. If you guys don't know this song or this movie, it just occurred to me. Yeah, okay. Hope you guys can still hear me. I don't really know. I'm not a sound level guy, all right? Anyone hear me? Yes, unfortunately. Okay, perfect. All right, so 1 minute ago, I did make a transfer. Good. Blockchain confirms. Ooh, it was a success. Bitrex probably doesn't even know what happened yet. Nope. Classic. Oh well. How nervous were you the first time you were on, crypto exchange and you went to the blockchain and it's like success, 10 transaction or 10 confirmations. And then you go over to your exchange and you're like, no pending deposits. You're just like, oh, you're already drafting the email to the CEO of this exchange, like, oh my God, just to delete it because you realized it shows up eventually. All right, well, let's see. 1 minute. Oh, it's the juice, baby. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna place some more bids. So I have a stanky bid. Oh, yeah, 1336. Oh, 1273. Jesus, this is an old one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 1273. Why did I put that? I know there was a level there. I was watching 1273. Yeah, it's right here. Just kind of like little wiki. Look, I mean, none of these could hit. And that'd be okay, because when I sell this bag that's going in, that's all profit. It's, Bitcoin to be used for the next thing, whatever that thing is. Compelling reason that makes me want to risk hard-earned money. Until then, profit is profit, and you got to take it, right? I'd love to go heavy and just get a whole load of XGR. But that's not coming around for a year, and it may come around in a market we don't know what's coming. Nothing. It's too many risks. And in that year, what are you going to do with that potential value otherwise, right? If you believe in yourself as a trader, you got to keep as much sort of capital liquid as possible. And I do believe in myself as a trader. It's changed my life already. And 2017 was like a free ride. I mean, made it easier. But even since then, I'm doing all right. And the nice thing is getting better, oh, what was that? Oh, that was an old alarm. God, that scared the shit out of me. Ooh, but this is a chart I want to share. Maybe while we wait, how many confirmations are we looking at here? Still no sign of the BOXX. Oh my gosh. Getting nervous. How's that 1 minute doing? Still nothing. Ah! Music's scaring me. Well, don't get fired. Dude says he is supposed to be working right now, writing a 20-page paper, but he's too busy watching. Well, it's exciting. What can I say? I mean, anytime you have an event where you have a fairly high probability of knowing the outcome effect on price, I mean, find a way to make money off that. And I am. And it's been a friggin' month waiting for this moment, and patience pays, but now I'm friggin' sweaty. Oh, forgot. I was going to show you guys this candy bar. If you haven't already, go and get yourself one of these. They're so freaking good. Hershey's Gold. Hershey's Gold. All right, caramelized cream, peanuts, and pretzels. Told myself I would eat this while I was waiting for the deposit, because that would be a sweaty time. It's like beige, and it's got crunchy pretzels and peanuts in it. I'm a sweet and salty kind of guy, like chocolate covered pretzels and shit, so this is like sex. Just kidding. Sex is better. But it is close, depending on who. Okay. All right, full disclosure. I consumed this like CBD oil an hour ago, and I was gonna show you guys on that too, because it's fucking amazing. It doesn't even get you high, really. Take a drink. But it just relaxes you. And I'd say it affects my mental abilities like 5%, you know? Like if I got baked, forget about it. I'm not getting on this live stream. I'd be sitting here like giggling and forgetting everything. But CBD oil, it's like my perfect thing. For me, I love it. You can still do math. You can still be, you know, sociable. And it's just so chill. Okay, let me show you guys this thing I'm working on with Bitcoin. It's exciting just because it fits. And I will let you know as soon as I have a pending deposit. Oh my God, I have a pending deposit. 0 out of 36 confirmations, which is bullshit, because if you look on the actual blockchain, there's 15 already. No, well, the 1 minute is still quiet because I guess nobody's got their shit in there yet. Okay. You know what? If I go to the Bitcoin chart, I'm going to miss the whole friggin' show here. So bear with me, baby. I do want to show you something. So like, basically, was just drawing some shit on the chart earlier, which I do. You know, you should do that a lot. Play with the tools that you know, practice them, see what fits, what doesn't fit, check your time frame, switch it all up, then erase it all and start again from a new angle, or better yet, save it on a new page and then start from a new angle, and then give it the old crisscross and see. And sometimes it's just like, wow. And then you have your confluence, and then you hunt your trade setup, and then maybe you make some money. So I left this one here. It's a little AB equals CD harmonic pattern, confluent with a fib zone. And then I drew this trend channel just being like, well, I wonder what this is. And it was like to the pip of this friggin' AB equals CD pattern. Good news, I found it. Bad news, it's bearish. But the trend is actually bullish, but it's like short-term bearish to get to the bottom of the trend line again. Anyways, I'll show you guys in a bit. As soon as Bittrex gives me my money, we are at 2 out of 36. Fuck, maybe I should go to that chart then. Oh, I'm swearing like a pirate all of a sudden. What have you done to me, Hershey's Gold? So good. Okay. God, I'm just like such a slob, like wiping it on myself. All right. Can we go see this chart now? Sure. Glad you asked. Nope. Gosh. Okay. Let's go new. Start fresh. Okay. Okay, and I will drag this 1 minute over just in case something starts up and I notice it. In fact, I'm going to set an alert right below that little red bar so we won't miss it. 2059 2059. Now, if nothing happens, and this is all a big dud, thanks for coming out. Appreciate you guys joining to watch. If you learned something, great. If you didn't, ask me a question and I'll tell you the answer, and then you've learned something. You know, if you have anything you want to share feedback wise, like, oh, RT, your lights are so creepy. Maybe you should go blue and flex your wicked LEDs. Well, bam, something like that. Okay. God, it's going. Okay. Focus. I do have severe ADHD. It is not a myth, and that is also not a brag. It is just a fact. Focus. Okay. Let's go check it out. I use Bitfinex, so I'm going to chart Bitfinex. I'm sorry in advance because the prices are not the same as BitMEX and all the other fun spots. So here's what I found today, which I thought was interesting. First of all, okay. AB equals CD harmonics. The idea that after one move, you will often find sort of like a follow-up and matching move. Harmonics. I don't know. Read a book about it. Can't tell you the history, but here it goes. So we already had one here coming up, right? So you just clone that. So a lot of traders were trading this. Okay. And that was your harmonic level, and it was reached. So a lot of people exited their positions. Okay. That was like a nice block trade. Check this out. I was looking for a trade setup here earlier, and it was one that has, it's called a bot setup, and it actually uses a different fib. Okay, I'm at 36, 33. Ooh, what is this? Like Lion King? Oh no, Planet Earth, so good. Hope y'all can hear me. Nah, maybe we'll turn it off for a bit. God, I love Hans Zimmer. Okay, so yeah, okay, so we got a nice 33% tag, which would usually start to set up the bot here. And the way this works is you are looking. Oh, I should get my magnet back on. Come here, boy. Clone it, and then you're just basically looking for another move of the same size. Okay. So I drew that, that's my level. I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, and look at that. Wouldn't that draw a lot of liquidity? Because look, think about all the stops right here. So it's plausible. And if these stops hit, you don't think we're going to see like a big cascading wick of like stop losses, triggering stop, right? So, okay, I'm like, okay, I could buy that. I could totally see that happening. It's possible. No movement on the 1 minute. And we are at, pending deposit. Okay, we're at 16 out of 36, so I got a minute left, or 4 minutes left. Okay. Now, after that, so I won't go through the whole bot sort of, setup, but I will simply say that that be the level I was looking at. Okay. So I'm like, okay, cool. We got a level. Now let's zoom out a bit. And we'll see if we can find this confluence with my favorite, which is the the RLZ, reload zone, or golden zone, as some people call it. Depends where you learn your TA. Okay. And if you see here, look at that. It's right in the RLZ, right in that reload zone, which is just where a lot of markets like to make their little pivots. Sort of, oh, I sold here and I will set my buys down here. And you can see it. I saw it on ICX today, right? It was back into an RLZ and there was just like a massive amount of buy walls, so to speak. Getting a little nervous about this deposit. Shouldn't be. 1 minute hasn't moved. But if I'm amongst the first to get in, it will move fast when it does. I'm just going to power sell this the second I get it onto the exchange. And if it takes off without me, I still got that other bag. And either way, I guess, right? Safe. But let's see. Still 16 out of 36. Somebody paused the blockchain. Okay, good. So, okay, you got your fib. That fits. Now check this out. This is the reason why I was like, okay, I should share this tonight. Because this is why I was like, the part where I was like, oh, cool. So you get the trend channel going. And I will fix this after because it might be not perfect. You have to zoom in because if you're even one candle off, obviously the trend is drastically changed. And you drag your C point back to the previous high. So it's low, low. There's your trend line. Channel stretches back to the previous high. There's your channel. Okay. Now, let's get a quick zoomer. Make sure. Yeah, see, not quite the one. And actually down the line, that'll change the whole projection, obviously, quite a bit. Found that out the hard way. Journal bit. And now I fix it. Good. Okay. So let's go back. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, pretty good. Oh, and this. Yeah. Just want to make sure this is set up because actually the last time I drew this like earlier tonight, it was even better. Like this friggin' line touched that trend. But let's see. Maybe I'll just show you the one I drew before. Yeah, actually it was a little off as well. Why don't I bring it over now that I've walked you through it? Oh, we got an alert. Oh my God, there's the dump. We're on. Get to the 1 minutes. Rah! Okay, wait. Fuck. Bring my 1 minute back so y'all can see it. All right, here we go. The first has arrived. It's a little bit unfortunate because mine is still. Well, let's actually see it. It didn't look like maybe that wasn't a massive sell. What was it? You know, it's so brutal. So brutal. Look at this. Okay, so that was 2,200 sell. Oh, no, it was more. Oh, wow. Buy. Who's buying right now? A bot, obviously. These little orders coming through all day. Okay. You think you might want to call up your bot and be like, hey, bro, why don't you just chill out on the buzz for like an hour? Okay. Then you can start buying again after this dump. I am at 27 out of 36. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. It's exciting. I'm nervous. I hate... To be honest, I would never trade this way if it was like, you know, hard-earned cash, get it in and dump it. Like that's panicky, emotional crap. Never do that, in my opinion. I'm purely, and this is why I set it up this way. Again, repeating myself because it had to be a free position. I'm not doing this with like my Bitcoin. But let's have a little fun here. 27. I want to share, and I mean, look at this. Buys are up here. I don't know. I really hope this like doesn't go the way I expected and learn something new today. Still just chilling right there. No major dump. I mean, personally, this thing looks like, I don't know. What do you think, Cheese? You still here? I know that those lights all there. You live in the hood, don't you? All these sirens. Yeah. Well, I don't live in the hood. But I do live next to a busy street between some hoods. And there are some, you know, unsavory fellows lurking about. Actually, there is like a halfway house 2 stories down. 1 minute chart ain't no chart, bro. What you mean? What you trying to say? What you trying to say, Texas? Yeah, like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Bullish, bearish, this chart in general, FA aside, what do you think? I mean, obviously, we're trending up. Is this the trend reversal? I don't know. I didn't see any major pop on, you know, I mean, there's no perfect way to say it, but I would say it would add a little strength to the theory if we had maybe a higher high here on RSI, and we did not. That would have helped. Do we have a higher high on our MACD? Or sorry, not a higher high, but like, you know, bearish div. Okay, so we had a lower high in price and a lower high in MACD histogram. Nothing that special there. You know, so like, sure. And again, why I'm not dumping my whole bag, because personally, I really hope this thing just flies off the handle. And again, wouldn't it be funny if no one gave a crap about XGR and all of this was just leading up to the sports announcement, which comes out tomorrow. I don't know when it does. It's actually overdue, obviously, because those things always end up being delayed. Let's see. Pending deposits, 30 out of 36. Oh! All right. Although you ran a shock in the previous untested resistance. Yeah, I mean, that's yeah. I mean, what is this, like smack? And then this is like the chill, reload, and then it's going to be pop. I mean, I'll tell you this, in an uptrending market, the correction, so to speak, will often be check of the 382 fib, right? Continuation check. So, you know, pop, 382, and continue. This particular scenario would lead me to believe that that's possibly happening. Oh, we had another sell. We've got sells coming in. So this is roughly around when I would expect. I also didn't set my gas really high. Eh? What a noob. Again, easy to set that in my journal. I've never actually done like a race to sell in a fork before. I've traded forks before, and I love them, make a killing off them, but I've never done the race to sell. I usually am just selling before because I don't care about Bcash or Bitcoin Gold or Bitcoin Diamond or any of that crap. XGR I actually want it. I really think it could be something worth money. So, oh my gosh, I have no pending deposit. Oh, I have an available balance. Okay. I'm going to sell 5,000 just in FOMO mode because I just want to say I did. Good. Okay, so now what the heck do I do? There's a lot of buys here. Are they just here to soak up all the fork sells and then they're just pumped for the sports? Now I'm getting nervous. Should I wait and see? Well, everyone else is selling now, I'll sell, or do I know it's going to dump? This is why it's so good to have a plan. Trade your plan so that you don't have to think much in the doing. Thinking is stressful. Look at this. Bing, bing, bing. Like there is some buyers. There's some buyers. We got buyers. Am I getting FOMO on the token that I've, And again, if I was sitting here with my whole bag, or God forbid, had just sold my entire bag, oh, can you imagine the stress? Knowing that there's that major league announcement coming up. I'm going to be on the live stream next week to go on a cheese crying about how, well, I sold those 15,000 bucks. And that major sports team, like maybe I'm talking myself into just waiting it out here. There's not nearly the dump that I expected. To go test some supports we gained before trying to find new highs. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Cheesy's kind of with me on the whole dumpy thing, thinking maybe, I mean, look, we could probably get down here 1,500 at least. What's that off 2,000? Dude, that's 25%. You know what? My plan was to dump it. I'm going to dump it. And if it takes off, I got that other bag. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm dumping. Screw it. I can't assume that everyone's sitting on the computer either, so I might have the edge I'm not even seeing. Let's go max sell. Get it out. We're done here. All right. All right, and look, yeah, look. Oh my God, FOMO buyers, $100,000 box coming in. So look, come watch RT get wrecked. Yeah, let's see, right? If it takes off without me, joke's on it because I still got my ICO bag, but I'd like to get the bids in right here. I think that's a good level, 1,500. Okay, so for the stack I just sold, we'll call it 10,000. Go back to 15. And I don't like friendly numbers. Let's check the bid book. I bet 15,000 is packed. Oh, no, nobody's even on it. Nice. Low liquidity for the win. Still going to go 03 because I don't mess with friendly numbers. 1503, quantity. I'm just going to buy that right back at 25% gain. Bam. If it hits. And it might hit tonight. Just like that. I mean, that's what I was hoping, right? With the fork. The whole beauty of it. Potentially. Oh, God. My history on fleek. On the spotlight. So, yeah, that sell netted like 18.18, and this buy for 0.15, and it's actually for a little more. So that's a profit. Don't forget to link me those lights. Oh, yeah. So what are these lights? Well, Nanoleaf are a bit pricey, but those are the ones in the background, and you can like set them with your phone. Right now it's set to Netflix and chill, so it's all mellow vibes. The ones on the back of the computer, though, God, I could link you those. I just got them on Amazon for like 25 bucks. They're sick, just strips of LEDs. Plug them in, and then you get this like really thin, cheap little controller thing, and you know, pick your colors. It's fun. Looks cool. All right. Aaron knew my whole buy history on BOXX. It's not a big secret, and it's not even that much, so we'll get over it. No. Okay. Maybe we need one more tune. Do we need a tune? Pass a little time. Would it be really cheesy if I played the same song called Time Again? I just really like it. It's so epic, though. Or regulators. Any stealing of this property. We're damn good too. Nope, do it. Okay, cheesy's like, do it. All right. Hey, if I got somebody being active in the chat, I can't ignore them, even if he is my good friend. My best good friend. All right, well, not a whole lot to do here. What's our time at? Oh God, we're at 1 hour and 7 minutes, baby. Working OT. RT. OT with RT. Oh, that's what I should have called it. Damn it. Oh well. Sports reference for the win. Okay, what do we got? A broadening? No, nothing here. I mean, you can't really read TA on these things. It's such low. The thing is that's fun with these coins, and I will say this, is with low volume, obviously, you don't need a whole lot of capital to paint candles. And, you know, there's something kind of cool about that. Like, you know, like in 5 years, if somebody was to come back and check out, you know, Feb 7th, 2019, maybe Blockparty's dead, or maybe Blockparty's $1 billion project, and they could come back and be like, yeah, I painted that candle. Like that candle, second it closed, it's burnt in history forever. And, you know, I mean, it's kind of interesting. You see how whales would play with a chart because, like, you know, I bought that and then I painted it. And if I knew what I was doing enough, I could take some technicals and basically create an entire technical setup here just with 50 Bitcoin, which I don't have even close to, but it wouldn't take much with this particular type of volume to essentially bing, 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 and just create a situation and then trick other people into seeing that situation and paying you money. It's crazy. Made me think about what it must feel like to be, you know, one of those guys, one of those big old swimming mammal whales. All right, well, we just had another dump, or was that me? Is that me right there? I don't even remember. What was my low? Average 1879. That was me. Am I gonna paint the dump candle tonight? It's possible. Not probable, I don't think, but it's possible. Oh no, there is cells after me. Okay, as long as I didn't sell the bottom, that would just be awkward sauce. Got a 1 minute chart from Cheese. Bringing it in live and direct. So nice to have you. So nice to have you on the stream tonight. You know, I didn't want anyone up on the actual stream with me just because I would start talking and forget what the hell I'm doing all the time. But it's beautiful to have you here in my wing. And we've got, oh god damn it. Ah, it's Forex. Oh, fuck, man. Took me so long to figure that out too, you piece of shit. This is the last trading view thing I'm ever clicking on that you sent me. Swear to God. You're such a troll. I'm gonna go throw up. How dare you? I'm just thanking you for coming out to be on the show too, you dick. That is not the Nanoleaf thing. That is a control. It's like you can't get it on Amazon. I think you have to. Yeah, those lights are expensive. Those ones are. Okay. The ones I just put on the back of my computer yesterday, those are like $20. And to be honest, they give off the same light. It's LED. Nanoleaf is just fancy. And I bought them, you know, in 2018, January. So, sue me. That's what my money guy said. He said, you know, make sure you spend some of that money. He said, if you hold on to that, not going to end so well. So I spent a little and lost the rest. And then paid with what was left to learn how to not lose the rest next time. All right, let's take a look here, y'all. That is only a half, mostly partially true story. God, this is less exciting. I guess I shouldn't have expected it to move too fast. Again, it might not move at all. I'm so prepared to deal with the reality that I just sold and we'll see higher prices next month or next week or tomorrow. Because these buys, look at these buys. I mean, there's more buys here now than there was leading up to this XGR snapshot. And that, to me, is indicative. I mean, there's bullish sort of market structure going on now. I mean, not here. That's bearish. But, you know, there's an uptrend. And that's not to say, you know, down here there was not. So maybe that's why there's more buys. But I don't know. Interesting. What I want to see is some like whale bear pig come out here and just dump 500,000 BOXX. But I know that anyone holding that much is probably, you know, there's a very small and loyal community to BOXX. So maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree with this whole theory, but oh well. What's really exciting is now, no matter what, I can close out that BOXX trade on my spreadsheet because it's the, you know, it's my month. It made my month, and then some. So my quota, take a drink. And you know, I've been sitting here on that gain for, you know, a few weeks now thinking like, can't wait to put this in and see what it does to the stats. So that's the win today. I guess, I mean, I'm a little uncomfortable going this deep into a stream. An hour and 13 minutes. Replay value is just free falling, especially with this basic B of a chart. Let's take a quick peek back here. So, what I was saying with Bitcoin, okay? Yeah, AB equals CD harmonic pattern. Is this a reason to just jump in this trading boat? Sure, no, I wouldn't. But I may consider setting some longs here. I'll tell you, and I'm going to make a plan to do that before, because when the price goes down here, and what do, right? A lot of people, I'm going to go to crypto Twitter because I'm anxious and nervous and I want someone to soothe me. And you're going to see a lot of bearish projections around here. We're going to new lows, told you so. The bears are going to be screaming and howling and laughing, and that's going to make it really hard to get long here. Emotionally, you know, I mean, in a way, you have to be crazy by some definitions of the term to do some of the best trading, because everyone around you is going to do this, and you have to be there and be like, nah, I'm going to do that. And that is why you don't go on crypto Twitter to find out what you should do. Because, you know, I have Twitter. I barely use it. I go on there when I'm bored, or if I want to gauge sentiment, right? A lot of people, you'll see these big names pumping out like polls, and they're literally just asking people to provide them with data, and that's fair. So I may look for longs here. may look for longs here. I think if we go here, it'll be a nice cascading boom and then back up, maybe, ideally. But I would not be shocked at all if we test this. I mean, if this trend channel is going to be a trend channel, we have to test the bottom again. And so why not here? And it may be, maybe maybe way over here. And we may just keep going. We may have touched back here, hit a 0.5, and we're back to the top of the trend channel. I don't know. So that's why I'm not shorting or longing here. This is kind of no man's land for me. Yeah, baby. All right, Cheese is signing off. I am also signing off in a few minutes. I will simply say this is not a trade setup for me. If we popped into here and then came down and maybe this bot setup actually does take place, then we could do the extension down to here and short it. What I'll mostly be doing is eyeing these levels for long as I'm save this chart and do that. Anyways, more down. Did we get more down? Let's go see. We have to refresh because this thing doesn't update because it's super trash. No. Oh my God. Are we just seeing buys come in? Yes. Why is the chart not updating? What is happening? Yeah, there was a buy right up to 23. I love that. It makes me think about the, what was it? RT wrecked on stream. Yeah, I mean, it sold at 19. Oh, let's do that math. I want to know how wrecked. God, I'm tired. I'll be up in 5 hours. Math. Where are we at? Calculator. Let's say 19. 23. Ooh, that's a nice 8. So somebody just sold a little chunk. Well, actually only 2,400, but yeah, roughly 18% higher than I did. So they win. And God, I really, I'm okay if this doesn't dump. I'd like to see that other bag to the moon. So, but the trade is closed, and all in all, buy. Major sell, smaller sell, and final sell. So, I mean, if you look at those levels, I'm not, that's why I'm sitting here kind of like, don't care. Because, this trade is already wicked. Look at that. This is my best trade this month. Bing, bing, bing. All from this yellow level here. So, I mean, and it's a low volume coin, but this is not a brag at all. I'm talking myself through sort of my process. But yeah, I mean, we're all up in this range here, which is nice. And it was all based on sort of an FA event, which is the way I like to trade. That's sort of my old school style. This TA thing is only been around for half a year for me, so still learning. Anyways, if you are still here or watching later, it's great to have you on tonight. I hope you got some value out of it and had a little chill zone. I know it's a long stream, so no hate either way. But have a lovely evening, and probably update you on where BOXX is at on Cheese's Eyes live stream on Thursday. Take care, y'all.